This is my fight breakdown for Jesse Bam Rodriguez versus Juan Gallo Estrada. Should be a good fight. I feel like Estrada is definitely going to come into this fight with an edge just because I know he's moving up in weight and he feels like Bam Rodriguez is someone who's trying to basically take over. And with the Bam Rodriguez being in the division with Estrada and Chocolatito, it only makes sense for those guys to kind of look towards trying to make a fight with him. But I'm hearing that Bam Rodriguez possibly could be sparring with Chocolatito for the fight against Estrada. So that can make for an interesting fight. But I feel like those are two different types of fights, honestly. I feel like more of what Bam Rodriguez does well is kind of what Chocolatito does well. So I definitely feel like against Estrada, he can use a lot of the similar moves against him as far as punch him in between the guard. As far as really letting the left hook go, I feel like even though Bam's a southpaw, that left hand and that left hook will actually land perfectly well for him. I feel like he gave Estrada problems when he was going against Chocolatito. I feel like Estrada is actually a very good fighter. He's a very good boxer. He constantly does a punch a lot of times as far as his jab. I feel like his jab can help get him out of a lot of trouble that he finds himself in. But he doesn't like to use his jab as much, so it causes a lot of confusion, a lot of problems sometimes. But he'll go to the body and throw left and right hooks to the body. But most of the time, he likes to exchange and be on the outside. He'll like to be on the outside. He's not like a guy who's going to be on the inside all the way and just be aggressive for 12 rounds. He'll switch it up and do different things that he needs to. He'll fight the back foot, front foot, whatever needs to happen. Laterally, he'll move. But I feel like with him and Bam Rodriguez, it's going to be a chess match. I feel like Bam's going to try to be aggressive in certain situations just because he knows that gives Estrada problems. If you can give Estrada problems in situations like that, you can cause a lot of issues. So I definitely feel like he's going to go to the body. He can jab a lot. He doesn't have to rely on exchanging with him, even though I feel like Bam Rodriguez, if he can pick his spots in the exchanges, he'll be able to dominate. But he has to use his feet and his movement just to have even more of an advantage. Because I feel like Estrada's going to try to use his feet and his legs too. Even if he is dominating with his hands, he's going to try to add some extra things onto it. For some reason, even when he's dominating in certain situations, he'll like to add it up and do more and bring it to the picture. So I definitely feel like that's going to change a lot of different things. And it also reveals a lot about how Bam can actually attack him from the outside. Because if he's going to be moving around like that, well, that shows that he's not going to be the aggressor. He can be the aggressor most of the fight, but he'll get back into a shell where he'll say, okay, let me think this through real quick, try to switch some things up, which is a good thing. You don't want a guy to fight the same way throughout the whole fight. I think the biggest strategy that Estrada could do is actually go in there and go toe-to-toe for 12 rounds. I don't think somebody expects him to do that, so if that was actually to happen, that would cause a lot of issues. I do not think it'll be a knockout in this fight. I really don't think so. I think it'll go down to a decision, a unanimous decision for Bam Rodriguez. I feel like Estrada will be able to go to the body a lot of times. He will be able to let that right hook go. And he throws a nice left hook to the body, the right hand as well. His jab works well too, but I don't feel like it'll be enough for what Rodriguez brings to the table as far as accuracy and timing. Timing in this fight is what I'm looking for, not the speed and power. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.